What's up, everybody?
Is it recording?
Yeah. Do you want me to?
Are you sure?
Yeah. All right.
I don't see the red.
It's right there, brother. Let's see recording.
All right, cool.
It's counting up.
Oh, that's just your skin.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks. Is that how you're starting it?
That was really funny.
Okay.
That was really funny.
Okay, cool.
That was good.
Nice.
I can't see the red.
Cool.
Oh, there it
I'm
is.
like, all right, cool. I'm like, fat.
Yup.
Fat for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah.
Somebody wants.
Yeah, right, dude. That is the podcast. You're like, and you're fat. Acknowledge your size. Yeah, it happened. See, it happened in sync.
Yeah.
We both knew it was coming.
There we go.
All right,
We're
so
back.
do you want to kick it off with that DM?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right.
This is a message we got on Instagram.
Yeah, yeah,
This is a message Jim got. I am in the message.
You're in it. You made the message shockingly.
I did a brief cameo in the message.
You did a cameo in this message.
I'm like, who are those people who are like, it's like being cool to you? You left Mike Falls on red, you piece of shit.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I left 2 messages too.
One of our Patreon supporters.
Oh my god. Yeah. I gotta build up the
All right.
the thirst.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I leave him unread, like he's gonna be like, damn, he's busy. No, he's not. He knows I'm not busy. He knows I'm not busy.
All right, go ahead, read this message. I have to open a beer for it. It's crazy.
yeah. This lady goes, ready. CC Warner.
Shout out.
Big fan of our podcast.
Yep, thank you.
She goes, dude, you're my favorite comedian right now. I grew up on blah, 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 blah. And then she goes, I work on yachts and discovered tits in the middle of a summer season on what was hands down the worst job I've ever had. That podcast single-handedly pulled me through 3 months of hell. I listened to it back to back and it just flipped my days around. You flipped my days around. I got so obsessed that I started looking forward to work because it meant I got to listen to you guys. Can't tell you how funny you are. I love Rob, but
That's my favorite part.
You're such a star on the show. You're so fucking quick and so silly, and I love silly. You scratch every comedy itch I have. When guests were off, I'd play you over the boat speakers. You and Rob have been blasted from a super yacht from Capri to the Amalfi Coast, which I hope you find as cool as I would if I were you.
That's awesome.
The thought of me talking about farting cum off of a super yacht is pretty fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe it's happening right now.
I hope it's happening right. I hope there's people at the Amalfi Coast like, wow, that guy makes a great point.
Yeah, wow.
That guy makes a great point. AIDS foot.
I'm going to try that. Is that what they sound like? I'm going to try that.
I think the Amalfi Coast is probably like a tourist destination that's just a hodgepodge of everybody.
Oh, but there's some guy there who's got like seashells for sale.
He's got seashells for hands.
Yeah. I'm going to try that.
Yes.
Yes.
I go to try this.
I will fart come later.
I do this. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that stinks. Fuck yeah. Oh, that stinks. Fuck yeah.
Nice. All right, we're off to a hot start.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's so. Shout out to them for supporting the podcast via super yacht.
I don't know what a super yacht is because I thought yachts were big.
Yeah.
So there's a super yacht. Has to be smaller than a cruise ship.
You were on one boat. You're like, this is a yacht. You were on a pontoon boat.
Oh, I was on a pontoon boat, and then I forgot that I was ever on one, and I was like, I've never been on a boat. I've never been on a boat before.
We also got violently high the entire
I did.
time.
I had more fun than anyone.
You had like
you guys were in like waist deep water, like, yo, let's throw a football. I was like, I'm hammered. I'm hammered and laying down. It's crazy.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Are you? You know what? You know what's funny? I imagine that the first like big check you got. Like soon, you'd buy one of those fucking Apple VR headsets.
I know. You know that I'm not into the VR at all.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I don't trust any of that. I think it's weird.
You don't think... I don't know. I just think it'd be really funny. Like, you get your first, like, big check, like, soon. You're like, all right, I'm buying this fucking Apple VR thing.
No way.
I don't even know how much it costs.
No way. My first big check, when I think big check, I think $500.
Yeah. $87.
$90.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Wait. I can take a lift.
That's 4 pizzas.
I can get a lift home and get pizza.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This is huge. This is huge.
Yeah. Ride home unlocked.
Right, yeah. It's me anytime $25 comes my way.
Yeah. You
ride home unlocked.
You have unlocked not walking home.
Hang out in the city.
Yes.
If I have $25, I'll hang out in the city all night.
Yeah.
I'll make it happen.
That's literally you tonight. Every time I see you get $25, you're like, blunts.
That's not true.
It's kind of true.
You saw me buy weed and blunts one time.
Sure.
Actually, that's not true. 2 times.
Sure.
Because one time you and your wife followed me and my drug dealer to 7-Eleven.
We did.
Because I forgot I didn't have all the cash for him, so I had to be like, "Yo, can you take me to 7-Eleven? I gave you the fucking rest of the cash."
Yeah, you made us do a GTA side quest.
It was pretty funny.
It's funny because we got there before you, but we took the same way. It was like I missed a turn and we got there before you.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was one hell of a night.
Yeah. What did we do after that? We went to New York.
Probably like comedy or some shit.
I thought we went on like a long drive or something because Britt was there.
Oh, I think so. Well, I don't think we would go on a long drive with you having an ounce of weed.
No, we definitely did.
Oh, you did?
Because we were like,
oh yeah, her car smelled like weed
it was
for
the
next 6 days, and you didn't even like smoke in it.
I didn't even
just
having the weed. I just had so much of it.
Her car reeked of weed for days.
I left a vaporizer in her car. When we got back from Texas, I never grabbed it.
Yeah,
it's my prized possession. It's the best thing I own.
Yeah,
besides my bed.
Oh, is it still in her car?
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
So she's gonna get arrested.
My darling wife.
They pin her to the ground and stomp on her fucking head because that's what they do in Delco. These cops.
Yeah.
They beat you the fuck up in Delco. Isn't that crazy?
I also lost a joint in my air vent. Remember that?
Oh,
we did that private
I'm
show.
like, can we find it? I'm like, I'm so fucking desperate for getting high. We find it tonight.
You become a mechanic all of a sudden.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I just realized Finessica's on the show tonight. You know what that means?
Oh, you're gonna get high as shit.
I'm gonna get high as fuck. After.
Oh, huh. I think. Sure.
I'm like on stage like, fuck, pizza?
I think you're at your best when you're not high on stage.
Yeah, I would agree. I would also agree that you're gay.
That's so stupid.
And it worked. It worked.
It's funny.
Yeah, you're in stitches. You're in stitches.
Yeah, you're gay is the best punchline.
I know. People get Netflix specials because of it. It's crazy.
Have you ever seen the video of the guy getting an Xbox Live message? And he goes, "Hey kid, you're just pissed because I can do something with my guitar hands that you'll never be able to do in your entire life. Oh yeah, and you're gay." And then he plays He plays like Metallica song.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. You've seen that?
No, I haven't, but I like the thought of it.
Oh, do you want to hear it or no?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let me pull it up.
I'm just kidding. Actually.
Okay. All right.
Well, if you gotta. Did I ever tell you about the time I went to the pizza shop that was like open, and I was like, can I get a? They made like sandwiches and shit too, and I was like, "Can I get a turkey hoagie?" And the guy goes, "Rick," and I was like, "Well, if you gotta get Rick, I'll just have nothing."
Yeah. Rick,
I don't want to meet Rick.
Oh, turkey hoagie, great.
Rick had the
fucking turkey hoagie.
Rick throws headphones down on the desk. I'm like,
really?
fuck.
Oh, damn.
No, that didn't happen. I was gone before Rick came out.
I hate going.
Well, if I gotta meet Rick,
I hate going anywhere, and when you order something, they make it seem like an inconvenience.
Rick, like Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like the health inspector. They acted like I was the health inspector.
Yeah,
it was fucked up.
Rick. This guy wants a turkey.
Unwrap the turkey, Rick.
Yeah,
Guy's like, I just got it on the roof. It's like, what? I just got it on the roof. You want me to take it down? Make up your fucking mind, Angelo. I don't know. I'm making up names.
Man, dude, I don't know. It sucks. Like anytime you go somewhere and like you like try to order something, somebody's like, that. Like it's like, hey, can I get extra? And
can I get the thing you advertise on your door?
Yeah.
And they're like, that's what everybody gets.
Come on.
It's like, yeah.
You ever see the
That's the point.
You ever see the pictures of the people who like will hide like a health inspection letter by putting other letters next to it to make it look like it's spelling out something?
No.
Oh yeah, it was like I think somebody got like a B, like you know how they have like an A or B or whatever. Somebody got like a B. Or no, I think it was a C, and they had the C, and then they put OLD next to it, and it said cold drinks inside. They tried to disguise the C.
That's super funny.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
I don't think I've ever seen like a C level like health. Have you ever been to like just a horrible?
Dude, I've worked in a C.
Really?
Yeah, I've worked in a restaurant that like would routinely fail.
Really?
Yeah.
Was this the pizza one?
No, this was Elevation Burger.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the one where that's the one that had the blood basement.
Where he wouldn't let you listen to music?
He wouldn't let me listen to music until I could make a tray of patties in under 10 minutes. And the second he started going up the stairs, I was like, boop music. Yeah, and he wanted to fight me. I was like, I make $9 an hour. You know where my hat and shirt are going? In the fryer. You know how long it takes to drain 3 fryers? A long time. A long time for being open.
So did you quit, right?
I quit. I told my boss at my other job. I was like when I was 17, I was like cool. I was like bossing my boss around. I was like, look, you're gonna fucking give me more money or like I'm gonna stay at this place. And he was like, fine. And then the second he was like, okay, I was like, shirt, hat, fryer. They gave me some other dude's hat, some veteran blood hat. It had meat juice in the brim.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, ew, it's like forever wet.
It's like
and
spongy.
it'll never dry. Yeah. It's a blood hat that'll never dry. They're like, put it on. Put it on.
Wear the blood hat.
Wear the blood hat.
Wear the blood hat.
Wear the blood hat. So I went. So that's the name of the episode. Wear the blood hat.
Wear the blood hat.
Put on the blood hat. And so and now here's the thing. I worked there for a week. In that week, I watched him yell at a black girl. It doesn't matter that she's black, but it's their month, so I figured to throw it out there.
Yeah.
So
shout out
all of my melanated queens. You all brave and queen-like.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like I was in front of a room. First off, I bombed the other day at a black show, which is not usually what
tell
happens.
that story. When you're done. Are you done with the fryer story yet?
Okay, yeah, so I threw my hat in the fryer, and I walked out.
I'm like, you talk, I produce.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a really good editor and producer.
Yeah.
I'm like, welcome to the Jim Gillespie podcast.
Get ready for that to drop.
I'm like, you're kidding?
Yeah, take that back. I did a black show, which is usually like my forte. They eat me up like cold pizza.
Of course.
It wasn't my night.
Yeah.
So I do some shows with this comedian Top Flight. He's super funny, super fucking cool. But he brought me up at this show, and the second I touched the microphone, this guy goes, "Get this white motherfucker out of here!" And I tried to roll with that and try to turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
And the rest of the room slowly was like, nah, he was right. Here's the thing. He killed with that.
Yeah.
That killed. And I had an uphill battle from the jump.
That sucks.
Anytime that a comedy show starts by shutting off all of the TVs and all of the music and stopping people dancing, you have an uphill battle ahead of you.
Any ambush comedy is rough.
Oh my God. And I hate that. Because like the show poster was like sold out,
but
it was also
free tickets.
Yeah. So I was like, hold on.
How do you sell free tickets?
You don't.
Yeah.
You crash. Okay, there was old ladies with light up shoes on turning the clock back listening to fucking Jadakiss. And they had to listen to me talk about being gay. They were like, oh my God, fuck this guy. And it was like pretty bad. So I was supposed to do like 20. I did like 8.
Oh, really?
Just goofing.
I've probably had one time where I've gotten off stage. I think I was supposed to do 30 and I did like 14.
It was a bad week because I also had a booker reach out to me and ask me how I thought I did.
I was there for that phone call.
It was the worst fucking thing ever because I think about it. I was like, I had fun. That was a good set. Everyone was cool.
What's funny is the person who booked this, I also ate a big, gigantic Mondo dick at a show he put me on. Probably the worst bomb I've ever had. Which I think I've talked about.
Yeah.
I did that bingo hall.
Yeah.
That's the same
notorious.
booker.
It's the same guy.
Same guy.
Here's the thing. I didn't bomb that night. He just like, I don't know what. I think he was like, I don't know if he was trying to not pay me or whatever, but like, it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
He like, you know what I mean? I was like, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's just bad at producing. Or figuring out a room that actually wants to listen to comedy.
Well, no, it was a good show. Like I thought, I guess he thought that I wasn't as good as I was at another show.
Yeah,
and I was like, rough. I'm not going to be.
They can't all be home runs.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, you're like
both
relaxed.
Good.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like you're throwing me up there and I don't have the shit. It's just like sometimes.
When I did the show that he put me on, after I got off stage, the next comic who went up after me, as I'm walking off, he goes, "Way to hang in there." I'm like, "Well, don't say that."
Well, I'm gonna hang in my garage.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy.
My uncle was there. He watched me eat. He was there for my fucking worst bomb ever.
I was due.
Yeah,
I was due for a bad one.
It's
been a long time since I had a bad one.
Yeah,
and then I had a really bad one, and I was like, "All right, cool, soul search."
I'm trying to think when my last bad one was. I don't think I've had. I think I'm due for a bad one. I've had a couple like. Meh.
I would say the one I just had was the worst I've ever had.
Yeah. Maybe tonight will be my.
It was tragic. Now this place we're going tonight, I have consistently had some of the better sets I've had.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing a rooftop show, right?
Oh yeah, and you haven't been there yet?
No.
Oh my god, this is like my fourth one.
Am I going to be talking about my dick on a rooftop?
When you see the room, it's inside. It's
okay.
Okay. So you go up the elevator. You come. I'm like, you guys will love this.
Yeah.
You guys go up the elevator.
So you don't
listen.
Yeah.
You go up the elevator, and you come out to this bar, this really fancy, overpriced bar.
Yeah.
And you don't get anything there. You leave.
Okay.
And you go out the door, and then there's an outdoor patio, which is the rooftop deck.
Yeah.
And then out there's like a little room, this little hot room. It's like. It fits like 60 people.
That's cool.
And it's like heated and like
stoked.
really nice.
We're doing that
super
tonight?
Nice. Yeah, we're doing that tonight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
sold out.
Shout out Rooftop Comedy Club, Chris Aleo.
Yeah.
Connor Lutz, Josh Kleckner. There's the other dudes that produce it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, so it's just a bunch of good white men. Just
bunch
a
of
fucking
strong
friendly white men. God,
that's what
a month. What a month.
That's what comedy needs more of. White men.
Yeah.
White men.
Yeah.
I was told before by a booker out in New York. I asked to get on a show. He's like, "Sorry, we already have too many straight white guys." I was like, "But come on." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like,
if I wink at you, can I get on?
Yeah. If I touch it.
If I convincingly wink, can I get on?
Yeah, he's like, actually, no. You're actually super not on it now. Yeah, I'd be the only one to like become gay, and they'd be like, still no, still no,
still.
You're like, yeah, you're red.
Yeah, we've already got a red guy. It's literally a Native American dude.
Yeah.
We've got a red guy.
We got one of those already.
Straight red guy.
Next, I'm like, come on.
Straight red male. That's the name of your next special.
Straight red male.
Straight red male. You're like, it's not.
Yeah, you cut it out.
Yeah.
I'm fresh out the shower, so I'm telling myself that the hot water is what's got me all.
Yeah.
I also just put. I've been using Accutane. Not Accutane. What's it called?
You should, yeah.
I need to get on that.
Accutane.
Nah, I'm on like the fucking cheap version of that.
It's like Accusum.
Yeah. It's like I'm on Accusomething.
Accusomething.
Yeah.
It's called Skin Stuff. It's CVS brand.
Skin Stuff.
Yeah. Rob's got a tube of skin stuff. Why do you think that is?
What?
Just a little lizard man? Is that what it is?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You think I'm just
a little scaly lizard man? Like, what's the deal?
I'm like, all right. I'm like, cool. This is a fun episode. I'm having
like,
fun.
What's the problem?
You're like, we'll start off.
Do you think it's booze that makes you red?
No, because I red all January. Right?
Yeah.
I was? Yeah,
I mean,
right.
kinda.
Yeah, so it's not booze. Booze does make me when I drink. If I drink, like if I shotgun beers and like do shots.
You were not red in Texas, and we shotgunned 30 beers.
Well, I don't know what it is.
So maybe we got to figure it out.
Maybe it's like when I'm around you.
Yeah, your temperature rises.
Yeah,
because I'm 400 degrees. I'm 400 degrees resting.
Yeah. I've been on like I was on acne medicine when I was in high school.
It made you depressed, right?
No, it made me gain
gay.
Yeah, it made me gay. No, that's something else. I was on that was my antidepressants I was on.
Okay, so
which made me
because
I was on what's the one the most common like antidepressant for like anxiety. What's it called? Lexapro.
For like gamer teens.
Yeah. I was like, my KD's not high enough. Where?
Yeah, dude, I sold drugs all my life, man. It's crazy.
I did, but I was on Lexapro, and that shit made me fat and sadder. And I was like, well, this isn't helping. And then I stopped taking it, and my withdrawal symptoms were like horrible.
Yeah.
I stopped taking it.
I don't think you should give children pills.
I was an adult at this time.
Oh.
I was an adult. I'm like, I was tall. I was really tall.
Oh.
Back before the great shortening.
Oh.
What if you like saw pictures of me really tall? You're like, what happened? I'm like, it's a long story.
I stepped on a bomb.
I donated my knees to some children in need. In need.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know what makes me red. Maybe it's, I don't know.
I don't know why.
Just genetics.
You're like, what makes you fat?
I'm like,
well,
tell me about this thing you can control.
Yeah.
I
Woo! I do have I have been losing weight.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like where?
I got in my feet.
Like, whoa.
I'm like, you see, I have like Jennifer Aniston's feet.
I'm like, keep going.
Yeah.
You do.
Yes.
You're like,
It'd be funny if I didn't have feet the whole time. These were fake. These were fakes.
They're screw-ons.
Screw-ons.
You got clip-on feet.
Clip-on feet.
That's you.
Those are coming.
That's you if you drink too much soda.
Those are coming. They're coming.
But you've been losing weight.
I can hear them.
Yeah.
I can hear them walking.
But you've been losing weight.
I've been losing weight. So like, I was touching the rim on 400 pounds. I was like touching the backboard.
Yeah.
I was like hovering around
About
that for
to
like
dunk.
for like the longest time. I was about to dunk on 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And so now I'm down to 350.
Ooh.
But I did that before. I got
Okay.
down to 350, and then my mom was like later, and then I gained like 20 pounds, and now I'm back down.
Oh, nice.
Been doing a big starve.
Yeah. You added the dead mom weight on.
Well, I thought it was gonna be more.
Yeah.
But we're good now.
That's
back
good.
to starving.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to this episode is brought to you by Starving.
Do it when you need to.
If you want to lose weight fast, we recommend not eating.
Do not eat.
Yeah.
I'm getting really good at it.
Yeah, what'd you eat today?
Today I had
You like a pizza?
Today I had a Celsius.
Okay. That's why you're like blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. Blah.
Yeah.
I had a Celsius and I had I didn't eat food yet.
Celsius will have me in the gym being like, yeah, I'm the shit. I've been working out more. I've been in the gym doing the Stairmaster, lifting heavy ass weights.
Yeah.
Trying to shed off this fat.
Yeah, me too.
My thing is like
I think it'll melt off of me.
I'm just trying to lose weight as I have a Miller in my hand.
Yeah, I didn't even open mine yet.
I've been cutting back on my drinking though too. Like last night I kind of partied a little bit to myself.
Yeah,
I
you
like
drink
3 beers.
alone.
I do.
You drink alone, which is really weird.
Well, you smoke weed alone.
That's so different. They're very
on.
different ends of the spectrum.
Like you like to unwind with a little weed.
A lot.
I like to unwind with a lot of tequila.
Yeah. I know. I just feel like getting fucking hammered. Booze is social. For
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Weed is both. Like weed, I can do socially and alone.
Yeah.
Booze, I can't do alone. I'm not motivated enough.
Really.
With alcohol, it's like, are you doing a shot? I'll fucking do one if you're doing it.
You walked in the door. I was like, I'm drinking if you're drinking, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And you said the same thing. You're like, well, I'm not gonna drink unless you're drinking.
I can't do it by myself. It makes me feel weird and like.
Well, now I'm doing it by myself.
Well, yeah, but you like it.
Yeah.
And like, but he's like, but you made me feel weird.
You
And now,
made me, there's a beer over there. You're like, why you drink alone? I'm like, because you never open your beer. You hold it like a prop, like you're a fucking like WWE
yeah,
action
because it's
figure.
hard for me to have one.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Then just don't drink.
buy one. Yeah, well, I don't know.
Don't drink. If it's hard for you to just have one, maybe
It's
you
hard
shouldn't
for
drink.
me to have one.
Okay.
I want to have 13.
The next time if I ask you if you want a beer, just say no.
I want to have one, but I also want to have 13.
Well, why don't you save it for when you can have 13?
No one should ever have 13.
It's fun when you do.
I know.
We had 13 in Mississippi and then had to drive 2 hours later to fucking... My wife came in the kitchen. She said, what the fuck are you guys still doing up? I'm like, what? We just have boys having fun. Couple guys having fun. She said, we have to drive to Texas. I'm like,
Bah. You know, he's
But
like,
that's a problem.
You,
That's a problem for future Rob.
You drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fucking did that.
Shotgun and beers. And
We shotgun beer all night.
yeah, and like in the saddest apartment in fucking Mississippi.
Ever. Just anywhere.
Shout out to my wife's cousin Camille. Had a TV that was that the plug. It was like something like out of like The Office.
The plug didn't even reach the
plug.
outlet.
It was on a mantle, like way too high, and the plug came all the way down and was dangling in front of the outlet.
It wouldn't.
Like
reach.
she was gonna plug it in and it didn't reach. She was like, oh no.
Well. That's it.
I know. Watch TV. Never.
Yeah.
My wife's cousin Camille.
Yeah.
Camille.
Why doesn't your friend talk? That was so fucking funny. Oh my god.
I'm like, yeah, tell everybody about that. Tell everybody about the
Are
time.
you sure?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Rob's wife's cousin didn't really speak too often when we were hanging out with her, because what could she say?
Right.
We're both shitting our
Retards.
pants, yelling,
Farting.
constantly drunk.
We're like, blah.
I'm also belligerently high.
Yeah, you brought an eighth of weed to Mississippi, and you were like, this is vacation.
Yeah. Now this is vacation.
Now this is living.
I'm like, I don't have to share it with anybody. It's all mine.
Yeah.
I'll do it the whole time.
The entire time.
The entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she wasn't like talking a lot, and we were like drunk.
Oh yeah.
In the back seat of the car, and like she was in the passenger, and Rob, for whatever reason, was like, "Hey babe, why doesn't your friend talk?" And it was just so fucking funny. It came out of nowhere. It just made me laugh so fucking hard.
I had brunch farts.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the first time I like overate at this like delicious restaurant and then puked my guts up for 25 straight minutes.
Didn't the guy walk in the bathroom after you and go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, but yeah.
You puked and shit, right?
Yeah, I puked and shit.
You sat down. You sat down with the biggest pile of like
random
mush.
Yeah. Random mush.
And then you were like, you ate the whole thing, and then you looked at me and you said, "I'm gonna go throw up," and then you went to the bathroom. I thought you were kidding.
No,
I thought you said to poop.
I was super not kidding.
And then the mimosas were not bottomless, but I drank them like they were.
Oh, I made that lady.
Yeah.
I killed at that restaurant.
That lady was like, "You should be a comedian," and you're like, "I am." And then she gave us free mimosas.
Yeah,
I was like, "Wow."
I was making fun of that lady and that couple. They were obsessed.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You should have been there, listeners.
Oh yeah, you should have been there. It was so fun.
But the whole ride from there to Texas, or from wherever we were going, San Antonio, I had the worst brunch car farts, and just was like, had them pointed at Camille.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Why isn't she talking?" Brr.
They both had their heads out the window. Yeah. And they're both so short that like they couldn't get their heads out the window. So they're just dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
good
was
times.
That's good times. Travel's fun.
Yeah,
Traveling for comedy is fun.
Trying to get out to Denver.
Yeah.
If the clubs will respond to my emails.
Denver's my favorite city.
I want to get out there. There's only like 3 comedy clubs out there though. Feels like.
Yeah, there's the Fort, there's Comedy Works.
Yeah, and there's I think Denver Underground Comedy, something like that.
Yeah, but there's also like a million it's like Philly where there's a million fucking
like
shows.
All right, I need to
and
get
I know
out
all
there.
the guys. I gave you the names of all the men.
Yeah, keep an eye out for Denver.
I'm like, did you hit any of them up? Did you hit any?
Yeah,
of the guys?
I messaged them. Nobody gives a fuck about this, huh?
Yeah, well, nobody. Why would they give a fuck about anything?
That's true.
They're all gonna die one day.
Yeah. I'm in the works of cooking some shit
That's
up.
cool.
Tell me.
We're just catching up. It's not even a podcast anymore.
Tell me a secret.
Oh, I don't have any. You know.
Oh yeah, I've told them. You told them all.
I
you want to do the word game? I say word. I want to start doing anti-sponsors. Can we do that?
Sure.
Yeah. This episode is not brought to you by Ford. I was just thinking about the time that Ford, because I'm thinking about trading my card in Toyota for something else now. I was thinking about the time where I brought the car in and the check engine light was on, and they said, it's fine, and then they like did something, and then I took it back out on the road, and then like a week later, the check engine light came back on. I took it back, and they're like, "Oh yeah, your engine's failing. Your car's totaled." And I was like, "Well, I brought it to you, and you said it was fine." They were like, "Yeah, you did something, and now it's fucked up." And I was like, "No." So they fucked me on a car. So I think that's gonna be my new anti-sponsor. So shout out to Ford for being one of the worst dealerships ever. Do you have any anti-sponsors?
Sure. Fuck.
This episode is
something I hate.
Yeah.
Oh.
This episode is not sponsored by.
This episode is not sponsored by Klonopin.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted to forget 8 years of your life? Klonopin. For the damaged teen.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so I got pumped full of medicine when I was like 15. And I cannot speak out against pills enough.
Yeah.
Cuz that shit, I'm still like coming out of that fog, I feel like.
Coming out of pill fog.
Pill fog. It's like crazy. I don't know, dude. I was fucking.
It's like a Dark Souls boss.
I was hitting it hard for a long time. Not like abusing. I mean, yes, abusing, but also like having it like prescribed.
Yeah.
But like, damn.
Well, damn.
Shit is crazy. So it is not sponsoring my podcast.
Not sponsoring.
Unless they want to.
Unless they, yeah. I mean, to be fair, if Ford writes
Ford
me a
called
check,
you, yeah.
Yeah, but right now, fuck them.
What else do you hate?
Gays. No.
I know.
No, what else do I hate? Ford, and then I don't know, like
broccoli,
like high shelves.
You don't eat vegetables.
High shelves. I made fun.
I'm like, let's talk about
short.
that.
I'm like, acknowledge your height.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat vegetables.
Rob doesn't eat vegetables.
I
want to
like
know what you guys think of that.
You don't? Do you eat vegetables?
I eat more vegetables than I think anyone I know.
Does a salad count? I had a salad today.
Yeah, salad counts. Salad is vegetables, although lettuce is like nothing.
It's like I had a salad, and normally I don't eat the cherry tomatoes that are in it, but today I was like,
You know what?
You know what? Fine, I'll eat it. I was like the whole time. I was like, ah. I was like, ah. I'm like, these aren't cherry.
They're not sweet.
They're not cherry.
They're not sweet.
I usually take a multivitamin, and that's my excuse. I'm like, I don't need vegetables. I took a multivitamin. When I can.
It'd be so funny if you start eating carrots and your skin looked amazing.
Maybe I should.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I gotta look into that.
Yeah.
It's just like be sweaty less. It's like, okay,
cool.
I don't want
to. All right, fine.
No, I ate a salad today. I don't know if it counts as a salad.
I'm like, all right.
It was.
I'm like, proof.
It was a Chick-fil-A Cobb salad, which is just like Chick-fil-A nuggets covered in lettuce.
Close to the. It's too close to the sandwiches to be healthy.
It's really a sandwich without the bun.
I know. It's so funny. We went to Chick-fil-A when we were in Maryland, and I was like, I'll get the wrap.
Yeah, I was like, who are you here to impress?
Me.
And then you were like, and then some like 15-year-old kid brought out the food, and he was like, do you want any sauce? And I was like, pretty sure it's already in there. He was like, okay. And then you looked at me, you're like, bro, my fucking Polynesian sauce better be fucking in there. I'm gonna choke that kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill that.
I'm gonna kill that fucking kid. Mm-hmm. Some 15-year-old poor child.
Some fucking gay-hating, chicken-slinging faggot, dude.
Yeah, so they don't support the gays, and you still eat there. Some ally you are.
I don't fucking care. I'm half gay, dude.
Yeah.
I eat pussy, dude. I'm
so
a king.
You only eat half the Chick-fil-A.
I only eat half the pussy. And I only suck the balls. No dick.
Yeah, none of that real gay shit.
I eat pussy and suck balls, no dick. That's what bisexual dudes are like.
Sounds like a fucking rap lyric.
Yeah. I eat pussy and I suck balls.
No dick.
No dick.
No dick.
No dick.
Show this.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm a vagabond. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that song.
Yeah.
You ever listen to that song?
Yeah.
It's in the movie 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, it's a fucking...
With Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah. I mean, I'm living 500 Days of Summer right now. Except it's 500 days of like...
500 pounds of summer?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, come on. I was like, you better get it. You better get it.
I had to get it in before you. I was so excited. If you play it back in slow-mo, you can see me like shaking.
You're fucking Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah. Fucking pussy. You're Joseph Gordon left on red.
Damn. That was way better than what I was going to say. I was going to say Joseph Gordon pants don't fit. It's not even, it's barely, it's just
I'm Joseph Gordon Levitt. I like that.
That's good stuff.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, let them cook. Let them cook.
People were about to leave after the first 20 minutes.
We bought another 5.
Shit.
We got them back.
We got them back.
Yeah, this is whoever's listening to this from the yacht. Oh, that's
man.
Good stuff. Yeah,
man, my tits are rocking.
You don't. I've talked about this a million times, but you really don't have tits.
I really don't have titties, but I
crazy.
do have side boob.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of side boob, and I have a fat gut. Like, it's so annoying.
You look very, like, 2D from the front.
I do. I look really bad. I sit like this all the time, and it makes me look triple fat. So, like, I need to
I like this new black t-shirt. Dude, why the fuck? We're wearing the same exact... Fuck, stand up. Look at this. Or don't stand up. It's fine. We don't have to. We're wearing the same...
that's a lot to ask.
That's why I was like, he's had a long day.
I'm tired. Stand up. I'm like, gulp.
We're wearing the same pants and the same...
You wish these were your
We are
pants,
exactly...
Dude.
Dude, we match. Can you stop wearing my shit?
Dude, you never wore this before me.
Huh?
You never wore...
I wore black t-shirts.
No.
I wore black t-shirts.
No.
Show me a timestamp of
you. You wear like Christmas shirts. That's what you wear.
I'm not even wearing a Christmas shirt right now.
You like that, but that's what you usually wear.
I had to draw this onto my shirt so it didn't match yours. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
This is like hand
As if you knew how to draw a thing.
Yeah, shut up.
I've seen your handwriting on your little to-do list.
Uh-huh.
You fucking backwards R.
Yeah. Make fun of my to-do list. It's like pick up Jim.
Yeah.
Keep making fun of it.
I am making fun of
Jim,
it. It's
take
so
him
gay.
home. Buy him a chicken wrap.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a pretty solid list.
You're like, whoa.
You
get a lot done one day, huh? You get a lot done. Rob's productive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be more productive. I haven't played Fortnite in a while. I haven't played Fortnite in a while. I'm doing good.
Yeah, right. I literally was in here last week, and you were like, I had to wait for you to be done playing.
True, yeah.
You're like, I forgot.
But that was last week. That's a big deal for me.
A week?
I was on a kick. I was on a Fortnite kick, and then I haven't touched the stuff in about a week now. So
I get that.
But also, I've been working, so...
I've just been out to lunch. I just have been out of it.
Yeah, we seem good this episode.
This episode?
This episode.
This singular hour of one day?
Yeah, this, so far, this is going pretty good. Not too bad. Yeah, we're, 34 minutes in?
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool.
Let's take a moment to thank our Patreon supporters real quick. Patreon.com/2222 in the stink podcast. Yeah, dude, we want to thank all of our homies on the Patreon, our boys. The list isn't loading. I'm gonna wait to shout them all out towards the end here, but patreon.com/2 in the stink podcast. We're gonna do the part 2 at the very end, and it's gonna be good. We're doing part 2s now all the time. What is this? Where the blood hat? Is that this episode?
I don't know.
It's like Kalon and Pintos. That's always something.
Yeah. One time I was passed out on Clonopin and my buddy set my hair on fire.
Did he?
I had a full afro and he set my fucking hair on fire.
Why did you do that?
I don't know, because he was stupid.
Because he was on Klonopin?
Probably.
Was he on it too?
Definitely. I was like, at one time, like, I convinced all of my friends to smoke weed, and then like a week later, I was like, all right, we're all gonna snort Klonopin.
Really?
Yeah.
What does Klonopin feel like?
It feels like you're melting.
And you don't like it?
I don't like it because it's highly addictive.
Oh, gotcha.
And it ruined my life. How about that?
Well, that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. I was literally like a fucking down and out. I was like a down and out deadbeat teenager.
Yeah.
It's like I was fucking, it's like I bought weed one day and got like a golden ticket out of poverty. I got adopted.
I've got a golden ticket.
I've got a golden ticket. Running water and laundry.
Yeah, that's your fucking chocolate factory dream?
Yeah, my chocolate factory dream, like growing up, would be like running water, laundry, and electricity through the summer.
Like, whoa.
Damn.
Come with me.
And you'll see a world where none of your socks are crunchy.
You can eat from the fridge if you have munchies.
There is heat in the winter.
Yeah.
The landlord doesn't sneak in your house to try to break your stuff.
Yeah. The lights come on when you flip the light switch.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I was home alone in my like scary house in Upper Darby, and the two like Punjabi landlords like broke into our house?
No, I'm listening.
Okay, so this one time, it was actually multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
They used to. All right, so my parents obviously they never paid rent, right?
Right.
So they would sign a lease to a place, and then they would just not pay ever.
Okay.
So that was how we lived.
Didn't you end up living in a lady's attic?
I lived in a lady's attic for a while. Yeah. So I lived in this lady's attic, in like tiny rooms, yeah. And the lady used to just yell at us all the time. Yeah. And it was the weirdest couple years of my life. Just fucking living in some fucking rich lady's attic. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Where would your dream home be if you could live anywhere in the world, do you think?
Honestly, I wish I could own the house I live in now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're like, I want to stay in Delco.
Well, no, I live on a beautiful corner property, like in a fucking really nice neighborhood. I wish I could just buy that house. Yeah. And I would live there forever. Okay. But other than that, I'd love to live like in like maybe like Denver or like in New Zealand or something. Yeah. My uncle lives in New Zealand. Yeah. Where are the Kiwis? Where are the Kiwis? Yeah. I think I'm happy right where I'm at. I don't think I'd want to move anywhere. Well, you are. Yeah. You're going to move soon. Yeah. No, dude, I've got it made, dude. I got Filipinas running around here. Yeah, I know, but making shit happen. What's cool about them is they fit in a fucking Wawa bag. You could take them anywhere. Those are my Oompa Loompas running around. Yeah, this is my chocolate factory. You could put them in a fucking Wawa bag and take them anywhere around the country. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for you to sell this place and move to fucking like New York in a
Start
fucking
spreading the news.
in a mega loft in like a huge law, like an in-law, like 4 different in-law suites.
Let me move to New York so I can get a quarter of the stage time I have right now.
I disagree.
Yeah, no,
I disagree.
a lot of the comics out there who I think are really funny just aren't getting up.
I don't think that's true.
I do. I think New York. I don't know.
I want to know what comics you're thinking of.
A few of them. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
I'm like Tommy McDoodles.
Gulp.
I'm like Tommy McDoodles. Jackie Walltag. I'm like just making shit up. No, I don't know. I think it's too. I don't want to move to New York. I have zero interest.
Just ever.
If they want to book me out there, it's a fucking hour and a half drive. Okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Why would I spend fucking $4,000 a month to live with 8 other people? Like, man, I'm really living the dream now.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see you living up there.
I'm gonna have to.
Jim's like, I live in an old shoe.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, man. There's no fucking industry ties in Philly. You gotta fucking go somewhere.
What are you talking about? There's so much shit around here. Every comic in Philly right now is producing their own show. We have 2 of the coolest fucking clubs around. We're so close to other cities and shit. Like there's like brewery. Like every week there's a fucking brewery show somewhere. I feel like
I'm talking like the clubs.
Oh, the clubs are overrated.
Yeah, maybe.
I
disagree. I don't know. It's part of the.
Like I did Greenwich. Like I don't know. Like
that's a B club.
That is.
I'm
But
talking
it's
about
fun.
the A clubs.
Oh yeah. Well, those are.
That's what I'm
obviously.
saying. Like you gotta live there to get in there.
Well, I'd love to be. Yeah, but that's not true.
Yeah,
you don't have to live there to get in there.
I mean,
if you fucking explode,
unless you're
right. I don't know. I feel like
people are usually at one of the 3 places now.
Yeah. Well, I feel like whatever. I feel like you can get funny anywhere now in the world.
That's true. Nah, well, that's the thing. You have to fucking kill it where you're at and then go.
Yeah.
You don't just go.
I know, but I don't think because you live in a city, like the clubs are gonna be like, oh, well now.
Well, no, not that. I'm just saying, like your best ability is availability, and if you're living in town, you can do so much.
It's way
more.
easier for them. I mean, for like last minute shit.
That's what I'm saying. But I think there's a lot of that.
Oh, you think that somebody like, hey, this person bailed, come through.
I think there's a ton of that, and I think there's also like
because I've never had that happen in Philly, maybe twice.
I literally had that happen. I literally had that happen to me this week twice.
I'm like, I'm just not getting the calls.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, that's never happened to me. I'm like doing the math. I'm like, oh, they just don't want. You're like, I don't know. I don't think.
But I could see myself living in LA too.
Yeah, you're like, I could see myself living
somewhere
a long time.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
I think I've got like maybe like 5 years. You know what I mean?
I said something to you the other day. You're like, I don't want to do that. By that point in time, I'll have been dead for 9 years.
Oh, you were talking about me dating older men. Oh. And you're like, when he's 50, you're gonna be 30 or some shit like that. And I was like, dude, by in 10 years, I'll be dead 9 years.
Yeah. You said when I'm 30, I will have already been dead for 9 years. Like
yeah, or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I date older because I'm complex. Mm-hmm. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what it is. Sure. Nah,
This is my boyfriend. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello. Good to see you.
How are you?
Would you like a chocolate?
I've got Andy's mints.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Me dating somebody who wants to have dinner earlier? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pissed.
You're like, wait a minute.
Meatloaf at 4:00. What a nightmare.
And they go to bed, so I have the house to myself.
Jesus.
You're like, they go to bed early. I have the house to myself.
What a fucking nightmare. I get to steal some of their pills.
Yeah, they wake up early and cook me breakfast.
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah.
Shit, damn.
We got to go to bed. MASH is on soon. I got to watch my
I'm like, I'll meet you up there. I'll meet you up there. He takes his chairlift. And then I'm like, send that back down for me.
I was going to say.
Send that back down when you're done.
And then you take it.
I was about to say, I hate you. With the only fight we ever have is that he leaves it at the top of the steps. I'm like, you send that fucker back down.
Where's that cane at?
Yeah.
Where's the
I'm going to hide your cane.
Yeah, dude. If any of these old dudes break your heart, I'm going to fucking take out their dentures.
Old dudes.
I'm going to take out their dentures and fucking make them eat it.
Yeah.
These old guys.
These old guys. I'm like,
I call them old
they're
head.
not that hot. They're hot. They're not that old.
Yeah, they're good looking.
There you go.
I'm like, fine, they're good looking. I'm
Fine,
like,
they're
fine.
hot.
I'm like, fine, they're good looking. Fine, you date good looking old guys. There you go. Like, fine.
He's like a year older than you.
Shut up.
Like plus 10.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna be in my 20s forever. I refuse to turn 30.
Oh, you're planning on dying. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I'm going to pick up
awesome.
a really big fucking fentanyl habit around next November.
I could plug you right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got the stuff?
I've got the plug.
You're like, I've got the dead mom stuff.
I do. I do. And I need to stop dipping into it.
Yeah, cut it out.
It's habit forming. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, well, if I take some of this, she's still alive.
Yeah. I forget that anyone died.
Who's your fentanyl plug? Say names and addresses.
You wish.
Do you really know somebody who's just dealing fentanyl?
No, but I know someone who like has heroin,
Oh.
which I think means now that they have fentanyl.
Yeah, I think that's like a... It's just kind of like a thing.
I just like there's people that like my old Snapchat has like everyone that I went to high school with on it, and like some of them are off the deep end. Like, yo, got bundles.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. I'm like, nobody calls them bundles anymore. I'm
Yeah.
like, get with the heroin lingo, dude.
One of my old weed dealer. I think he sold heroin for a little bit. And he was telling me one story about how he like tricked some person into buying heroin by like putting like a coffee creamer in a bag and then like adding flour to it for like to give it like that texture or whatever. And then he ended up like selling it to some guy, some like random ass dude for like a shit ton of money. And then he got like a text like 10 minutes later like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And he was like, I don't think the guy ever, because the guy didn't really know him that well, so.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you. It's like, yeah, you gotta fucking stand up first.
Yeah.
You gotta stand up straight. Good luck.
Yeah.
I feel like heroin addicts, they gotta be the easiest ones to finesse, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Well, they're the most desperate.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they just spent all their money on the fake bag that you sold them. It's like, they can't take the bus.
Because the stoner's like, oh, man.
Oh, dude.
We got bamboozled, dude.
Is that like a stoner who's drowning?
Yeah, yeah.
A drowning stoner?
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Shit, man.
Oh.
Fuck,
oh, man.
bro.
Uh-huh.
He fucking got
dude,
us, bro.
This is oregano.
Shit.
Hey, you ever buy oregano?
No, I sold fake weed a few times, though.
Yeah?
To shit-ass kids I hated. I sold weed for a long time.
But when was it like, what was fake? Like, what was it? Like,
I never told you about the fucking, the tree. I think I talked about it on Dad Meet, where we had like the tree that looked like nugs, and we told them that it was like it didn't smell because it was like special. It didn't smell like weed because it was like
so
grown.
it's so
it was
strong.
blessed by a monk.
It's so strong you can't even smell it.
Yeah, I had repeat customers.
Really?
So I don't know what they got high from, but
it was probably like whatever fucking shit the
it probably
tree.
with diesel fuel like getting all over it, you know,
Yeah.
because it was off the ground.
It was so it was a tree that looked like buds.
It looked like weed.
Oh, and they
looked
smoked
weed.
it?
Yeah, we could go to the tree in my
Really?
hometown. Yeah, it's
That's
still
hilarious.
there. Yeah, it's still there.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be really funny.
I'm like, and you sell it and we.
To you?
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. I look at it. I'm like,
whoa.
Wait, you. This is what you sold me. You're like,
Yeah, so
you should start selling drugs again. Make yourself useful. You know? That sounds like a lot of gas.
The reason I stopped is because I used them all. I did them all. I got in debt with myself and had to beat myself up.
It's also why you stopped working at the pizza shop.
Yeah.
Acknowledge your size. Acknowledge your size.
Yeah, I used to have my dealer come into that pizza shop.
Yeah,
that pizza shop was a fucking nightmare.
Mm.
A bunch of people that worked there are dead. Like it was a shithole. But it was the best job I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I was 16. I was getting like all types of action.
I know you were.
And I was getting.
You were getting molested. You were getting molested.
I call it action. Yeah. I call it action.
You're getting molested.
Yeah. So
I was getting all kinds of action.
I was getting all types of action.
I was getting thrown around.
I was getting tossed around. I was
they were doing like that with the dough, but to you.
Yeah, it was like me, but it was like guys. And yeah, and I was getting fucking hammered all the time. It was like so inappropriate.
Yeah.
But I had no oversight. Like no one, like I wasn't like
when you're 16, anytime you're getting some, you're like, whoa.
I could do. Well, here's the thing. There was nobody with any control over me when I was like that age.
Yeah.
I was in online school because I got kicked out of my high school for selling pot.
I'm listening.
So
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out Patreon shit.
So I was on online school, but I would never do it during the day. I worked a 9 to 5, like when I was like 15, 16. And I would just do like school at night, like halfway. I remember like it was coming time for like almost like summer to start, and it was like I had like 29% of like my stuff done, and my mom was like, she like cried her eyes out because I wouldn't do these sociology homework.
Oh man,
I used to make my mom cry over sociology. And I was like, this is crazy.
Your mom was crying. Did your mom even like care about you fucking doing? Wait, was this
like
wasn't
my
your...
when I got adopted.
When you moved. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, why would she cry over sociology? I don't think
So yeah, it was so funny because my other mom used to cry because she didn't have any drugs, and then now my other mom's crying because I don't want to do sociology homework. I was like, this is sociology in itself.
Yeah,
just fucking studying people, man. It's crazy.
You had sociology homework? I was like,
yeah, I took sociology in high school.
That wasn't even an option in my high school. We didn't have.
Yeah, you went to Chichester. You had like gunplay.
Yeah,
I took AP gunplay.
we had hiding your gun in your bag 101.
Yeah.
There was type of the time that somebody brought a gun to school and then they tried to cover it up.
Yes, you did tell me about that. Did I ever tell you about the time that someone made a bomb threat on an app called Yik Yak?
I remember Yik Yak. Oh, dude, you're not gonna believe this. Did I ever tell you about the time?
Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
All right, remind me to tell my Yik Yak story.
Okay, so this kid, you could find it on like literally like Delco Times. This kid I went to high school with got arrested for making a bomb threat to the Best Buddies group on TikTok. Do you know what Best Buddies is?
You mean Yik Yak?
What did I say?
TikTok.
Yik Yak, same thing.
Right.
Chinese fucking bullshit.
Uh-huh.
So Yik Yak, this kid threatened to bomb the Best Buddies room. You know what the Best Buddies are?
Oh, that's like the
retardeds.
Oh yeah, I know. So I'm well too familiar.
Yeah. So he was like, I got a red backpack with a gun in it. And guess I had a black JanSport every year of school ever. I had a black JanSport that I used. It was my brother's, and I used it from like first grade to forever.
Right.
When I moved in with my aunt and uncle, they got me a new backpack. They got me this big red backpack. And I was like...
Did you have drugs in it at the time?
No. Okay. I was like an out of control like kid. Like I used to talk a lot in class. I used to mouth off the teachers and shit. So they thought immediately, they were like, oh, it's him. He's got the gun.
Right. He's the gun one.
So police took me out of class with my red backpack. I had no idea what was going on. They were like literally like there was cops all over the place. And like they were like interrogating me and then like a bunch of other kids that had red backpacks. And then I guess they were able to find out what account it came from and who it was linked to. And they locked him up for like conspiracy and like all this like crazy shit.
Yeah.
And
because it's anonymous, but it's not really.
You can find out the account.
Yeah, they can find your... Nothing's really anonymous.
Nothing is actually... I know. I'm like, that's not true, right? If that's true, if that's not true, I owe a lot of chunky women apologies on the internet. No, I'm just kidding. I don't...
My Yik Yak story, when I was in college, Yik Yak, it was like probably when it was its most popular. And I was taking a Photoshop class at the time. It was Photoshop 2. And my Photoshop 1 teacher I had did not teach us shit. So it was like, so I was in like Photoshop 2, supposed to already know all this advanced shit. So the teacher's teaching on like all this different shit, and we're supposed to do Photoshop. And I had a question about like, every other question, I had a question. So I was slowing down the rest of the class. It was a small class, like probably like less than 10 people. And he was teaching it. And I just so happened to he was like, class wrapped up. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the cafeteria, grab some food before I go home. And as I'm sitting down, I'm eating food, I open up Yik Yak, and somebody was like, the fucking retard in my Photoshop class keeps asking questions every 5 minutes. It's like, hey, dumbass, it's Photoshop 2. Like, he's like venting and like Yik Yak. And then it had a bunch of like upvotes, like I guess from other people who were in the class. And then I replied to the Yik Yak. I was like, fuck you, dude, fight me, basically, because like this is when I was all like buff and I thought I was cool and shit. So I was like, fuck you, dude, fight me. And he was like, because you could reply to like threads. And I don't know if it was him replying back to that or if it was somebody else. But he's like, all right, bet. He's like, I'll see you in class tomorrow, right? So I showed up to class early. I got there like 15, 20 minutes early before anybody else. I had like I had like my shoes tied real tight, like my pants on. I was like ready to like.
I had my pants on.
I had my pants on tight, like you know what I mean, like how you get your pants like.
Yeah, sure.
No, I mean like I like had
like someone who's never been in a fist fight, how they prepare for a fist fight is really
pants
funny.
On. I'm like, so I had my shoe. I was wearing shoes and pants.
Yeah,
I was ready.
Yeah,
I had my shoes, my pants, no shirt.
I'm like bullshit. You back then, you had a shirt on.
But I was sitting and I was like, I was waiting, and like everybody came into the class, and like I was like, nobody like said anything to me. I was like, okay, this is a waste of time. I thought somebody was gonna like get in my face and try to fight me or whatever, but nobody I was just talking to like everybody in my class because a bunch of people came in, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And they were like nobody like told, like I had no idea. I still don't know who it was.
It was me.
It was you?
Yeah.
You were in the back. Dude, it's probably the professor. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, my
if he was the
God.
one bitching.
Did I ever tell you about the time that my drug and alcohol like therapist like hit me up on Grindr?
No.
So when I was 18, I was in a lot of trouble all the time. I had like a toxic relationship with weed. Like I was on probation, and I would like get high and then go to jail and then get out and then get high and then go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And so they sent me this like drug and alcohol outpatient thing where I was going like 4 days a fucking week.
Right.
So I would have to like figure out how to like go from school to this to work like 4 days a fucking week.
Yeah.
And like a year later, I was like 19. I was like on Grindr, and the fucking guy like messages me. He sends me a tap, like you can tap.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like kind of like a poke on Facebook almost.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's basically like, hey, see me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
it's like the gay poke. It's like tap.
It's like yeah,
It's like poke.
yeah.
I forgot about Facebook pokes. Can you still poke people?
I don't know.
But anyway, your story. Nice.
Yeah, so my fucking therapist like had the audacity to like tap me on Grindr and then send me a message. He was like, hey. And I literally took a screenshot and like sent it to my mom. I was like, can I like sue him? Am I allowed to sue him? She's like, I don't know.
It's like, what happens in this office stays in this office.
He was gay as fuck. His name was also Jim.
What happens in this ass stays in this ass.
What happens in this ass stays in this butt. I don't know. It's so stupid. Yeah. No, but what's annoying is that he was a great therapist who gave me a lot of sound advice.
Really?
And then I'm like, did he want to fuck me? Like, what the fuck?
All the advice, it's like, so you should like date older men.
Honestly, if that's what you like, you should like be. I'm like,
you should definitely date older men.
Super funny.
Yeah.
You should definitely date older men.
If it's like what you're into.
If that's what the heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah, like if you like dating guys who have the same name as you, maybe that's like reverting to your childlike tendencies.
Yeah.
Start kissing.
Yeah.
Oh, stinks. Fuck yeah. Oh, stinks. Fuck yeah.
He was like a super gay guy, like where he had like thumb rings.
Super
like,
gay.
Very gay.
Is it thumb rings? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you've never seen a thumb ring?
No.
All right, well, I guess.
Woo, I'm still not gay. Thank God. All right, I thought I was.
He wore like gauntlets and like thumb rings. Like this dude was gay. Like this dude was ready to be strung up and fucked at any minute.
I didn't know thumb rings were a thing.
Yeah, thumb ring.
I thought I was on the edge there.
Yeah,
Thank God.
You're getting pretty close.
Finally, something gay I don't know about. Oh, what a relief.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I don't know about thumb rings. Thumb rings?
Dude, it's actually really crazy. I wonder if he's like alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should not be allowed. I don't think your therapist is allowed to contact you outside of the fucking thing.
Well, he wasn't anymore.
Mm.
But I don't know what the deal is. Like, doctor-patient confidentiality. Like, if
your fart smells so bad.
If I spurn his advances,
like
could you imagine if I spurned his advances and then he like started like telling, like, I don't even know.
Your fucking fart is raping my nostrils right now.
You farted. I didn't fart.
Dude, you literally leaned off the couch and went brrr.
I literally didn't.
Okay.
It's fine.
You're like, I didn't eat anything today.
I'm not getting fart framed.
You're like, I had a Celsius.
I had a Celsius and it blew up.
You had a Celsius with bacon on the side.
Bacon Celsius?
You had bacon 800 degrees Celsius.
I'm like, okay.
You're like, all right, acknowledge your size.
All right. You're like killing it now. Now you're just overdoing it.
I'm like,
One person commented and you're like, here.
I'm like, fine, I'll do it.
Every 2 seconds.
Fine.
You're all excited like a fucking little gay weirdo.
I like how all the comments. I can't tell if it's people just genuinely. I can't tell if it's people trolling or just genuinely trying to hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But the YouTube comments are like, Jim's great. It's like, oh, hi Rob. It's like I'm like, can this not be a bit? It's like,
remember what I told you in the car? I was like,
every episode, Rob talks about fucking his wife's mouth and driving for Lyft. I'm like, it's my life. I'm like, can I talk about it, please? I don't have anybody else. This is the only time me and Jim talk.
They don't believe that.
We don't
they
talk.
know that and don't believe that.
They can't know that we don't talk on the phone. I'm straight, remember? I'm straight. I have a reputation to hold up.
You are straight.
I'm straight. They can't know about our secret
They're like,
time.
Jim, we know you fuck Rob. I'm like, it's so funny. Yeah, like, I told you in the car, I was like, look, if you acknowledge them doing that in the comments, it's only going to get worse.
Okay, well,
and you're like, and now it's too late. You were like,
late.
Actually, I've been holding on to this.
Yes, I'm. No, I don't care. I think it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
I think it's funny.
It's super funny.
Like
it's super funny.
It's like when you're in middle school and they're like, "Yeah, what's up, Tubbs?" You're like, good one, guys."
That happened to you?
Good one, fellas. No, I never got bullied in middle school.
When I was the new kid, I never told you this. You're gonna like this.
Let me tell this.
This is just as good as Melonhead.
Okay.
So when I moved to Havertown, I was a fat kid. I was the fat kid.
No.
I was the new fat kid.
Yeah.
And so they used to yell at me. They would call me a beached whale.
Oh damn.
They did that for years.
Mm-hmm.
So I never told you about that, but I will tell you now because you told me about Melonhead.
Okay.
So that and I kind of forgot about it, which is a blessing. But I saw the kid that started it recently on Facebook, and he like makes music now. And I was like contemplating being like from like a fake account, like hating.
Yeah.
Like that's how much I fucking realized I hated this person. I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm hanging on to this actually.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I didn't realize how much I hated this person until I saw them pop up on like my recommendeds. I was like, it was like people you may know that I never followed. And I was like, whoa. I was like, this guy made me stress out as a little kid.
He called you a beached whale.
And then it caught on. It caught on like with all my enemies.
Wow.
So I used to just like...
I got denim and Melonhead.
Yeah, I got beached whale, and then like, I think that was really it. I didn't really have another name.
Well, sure.
But that did that for a while.
Let's talk about more of that on the Patreon part 2. Let's get over that.
Let's unpack beached whale.
Yeah, we'll unpack that on the Patreon. I have a list of updated Patreon supporters, not on me
What's
right
your secret? I killed all of them with fentanyl.
Yeah. We want to thank all of our top tier supporters, which I'm actually going to edit into the episode and post right here. We would like to thank Alaska Woods, Andrew Herbert, Miles Schultz, Squall, Mike Falls, Chris Ginn, Jennifer, and Tim Sislow. And we would thank you guys so much for joining the Patreon. We'll see you in part 2. Do you have anything you want to say?
We love you. Come see Jim Gillespie and friends Monday, February 19th at City Winery.
Yep. Stink it forward. Peace and love. 2 in the stink.